Your playbook is it. Huh? You got it, bro? You looking at it? Just go. All right, I got you, bro. All right, it's up. Hey, what's your playbook is, Smitty? What your playbook is? Your playbook is. And what D? Multi D. All right, you about to see everything. You in there? So Denver and multi D. All right, 5 minutes, 15 seconds. Hey man, get up. All right, Smitty, 600 lot, bro. I'm about to get off the mic, bro. You got it. It's on there, bro. I sent it to you, bro. All right, we locked, bro. 600 lot. You and Toad got 150 out there.
40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point.
Yeah. 150, bro. He said he went to the store. But I'm about to get off the mic, bro.
Robbie Gold's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go.
You locked for 750, bro. You locked for 750 around the board, bro.
Deep.
Yeah.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Let's see what you got.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught by Coleman. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Check, 43. I'm coming after you.
Wilson got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
He finds Coleman. And out across midfield down to the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game. And, his first carry, he loses the football. And the Rams have got it back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Last stop. Last stop.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready, 95-56. Here we go. Showing up.
On the counter, Gurley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Push him back. Push him back.
From midfield, here's Breeze. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Under 10. Under attack.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Ready. 5-8. 5-8. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All right, T. Let's go. All right, T.
Gurley again here on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Breeze toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
He's got Evans. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. 1st and 10 at the 19. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And Woods has it complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now it's Wilson. This one complete to Coleman. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Wilson completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. So after the INT, it's Breeze. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Breeze now 6 of 10 of this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Again, it's Breeze. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
Now Breeze again. And his throw is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice or maybe even routes versus air because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Breeze now. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And now it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Wilson throwing again. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. On first down, Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
59, Mike to 59. I'm not ready. Good, good.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's on the veteran center, Weston Richburg. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check the backer, check the backer.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. Touchdown, 49ers. Tyreek Hill, 31 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the dump off. It's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. Watch out for Hill on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Check, 43. All day.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This complete to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Wilson now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Mostert. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Get ready.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. On the counter, here's Coleman. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Drew Brees in the offense, trailing 10-3. 1:45 to play. They'll have to go the full 99 yards. Good luck there as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. He's back to throw. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. In his own end zone, it's Brees. He completes it to Evans. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. Huge 1st down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. He'll look to throw. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Ten seconds to go. Brees to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them.
Hey, Smith, I request that 600, dog.
Had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
Yo, Smitty.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep, yeah, I'm training up.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. With that, let's get up to Seattle. Standing by at CenturyLink Field, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, we are just about set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. A few moments ago, they raised the 12th man banner, and this place, as usual, rocking and rolling. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
Geno Smith has always loved the game of football. Dissects a lot of film, really is invested that way, has a good live arm. Should use his feet a little bit more to help himself out. His mobility never in question, but he likes to stay in the pocket and not leave it.
It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And this is going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And when I think of Russell Wilson, I think not just of the big plays that he's made, and those are considerable, but when they were made. 4th and 26 in a Big Ten championship game against Michigan State when he was with Wisconsin. A big completion helped lead his team to a victory. A big 4th down throw for a touchdown in an NFC championship game against the San Francisco 49ers. When the chips are down, this guy plays at a big level.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Wilson now off the bootleg. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is Mostert. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They go play action now. Wilson. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And these are the guys we're about to see down on the turf in just a moment.
Joe Staley, the left tackle, one of the most respected players in the league, as well as one of the most talented.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Now Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up. Let's go, D.
We're scoreless after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Wilson steps away to his left, taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
This is fielded at the goal line. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. Two minutes. It's on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Give him 3 on the gain there, second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. K.J. Wright picks up his second sack of the afternoon. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's third and goal now back at the 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he is going to be brought down at the 3-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The 49ers getting set to trot out there. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
From the gun, it's Wilson. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for loss.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And San Francisco gets set to go here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing is Wilson. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Gold with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, Did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4 down.
Here's Smith. Going to throw again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody new, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room.